What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video made by Yeti and MJ. Now, before we get into today's video, I kind of want to talk about, what we have to go through as van lifers and as us specifically, Yeti and MJ, what we have to go through to upload each of these videos that you guys are seeing right now. This isn't going to be very long, but I just want to kind of explain that our upload process without having power and internet prior to getting this Jackery 240 was we would have to go to open restaurants, and right now with COVID, it's very hard to find restaurants with dine-in options. Now, with that being said, we were still able to find certain power options at certain restaurants, and we were able to charge our laptops enough and charge our cell phones and charge our cell phones and laptops while the vehicles were running with just little inverters with DC plugs, and it worked, but it wasn't exactly ideal, and it wasn't at all practical. This Jackery 240 will be able to have power mobily and up to 200 watts of power, and so far it's been doing pretty well. We've had this for about 5 days now. And then to upload our videos that you're seeing right now, we also have no internet yet, so we don't use our mobile hotspots, otherwise we would burn through our mobile data insanely fast. So we try to use, again, places in public like McDonald's Wi-Fi or Starbucks Wi-Fi, things like that. Or I'll go to wherever MJ works and she has Wi-Fi, and I've uploaded there. I've uploaded in public restrooms. I mean, I have had to go tooth and nail to upload videos for you guys. So just make sure you take the second out of your day to click that like button and show some appreciation back. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the Jackery review. So Jackery is a company made in California and manufactured in China. It actually has 200 watts of solar, but it claims to be the Jackery 240, the Explorer 240 edition. Now, they did just come out with recently a 300 edition. It's a little bit more expensive than this one, but this one was only $200 on Amazon, so it's kind of hard not to have this in your van life right now. Being in at probably one of the cheaper mobile power stations that I've seen, or portable power stations. The back of the box kind of tells you a little bit about the Jackery. It has an LCD screen, a carport made into it so you can plug in your usual things that would go into a cigarette lighter, a USB-A cable, 2 of them, a DC input, and an AC output. Now what that means is I can power pretty much anything for a certain period of time. What I like about the LCD screen is it actually displays the battery life and the amount of watts that is coming into the Jackery and out of the Jackery. So you can monitor every kind of watt usage as you use the device, which is super handy. There are 4 different ways you can charge the Jackery. There is a wall charger, which takes about 6.5 hours for a full charge. I know that's kind of steep, but the new 300 did just come out with a fast charging mod. So you do pay a little bit more for the 300, but you get a fast charging option. You also have a car charger, which would allow you to also charge it in 6.5 hours. You can buy separately, this isn't sold with the Jackery 240 Explorer Edition, a 60 watt solar panel, which could take 7 hours depending on the weather. Which is nice that even lists that. An electric generator takes, again, around 6.5 hours to charge this Jackery full charge. The Jackery also supports MPPT charging, so if you guys needed to know that. The large thing that I do want to mention about the Jackery is that any of them that you buy from this company, they give you a warranty card that you just have to activate on their website, and it takes probably around 10 minutes or less. I activated mine, and now I have a 2-year warranty on this Jackery, and that's super handy because this is a device I'm going to be taking places that are off-grid, rugged, not exactly ideal for your average house product. So we want it to be a little bit more safe with a warranty. Alright, now finally, after talking about this box for a while and everything about the Jackery, we're going to kind of get into it. So, coming into the box right away, you are going to have these things here. You're going to have an instruction pamphlet that I haven't even opened yet, and I really want to read and kind of just learn everything there is to know about it. And again, I've only had this for 5 days. Little note card and your instruction pamphlet. You also get this small Jackery card that gives you step-by-step instructions on how to activate your 12-month warranty, but on the box it says 2 years, so I'm not entirely sure how that warranty works. I'm sure Jackery is a pretty reliable company that you could probably manage to talk to if you had some kind of weird freak accident where you wanted to have your Jackery replaced. And last, but finally not least, is the actual Jackery. Now, I already had it out of the box, so I didn't have to pull it out of there, but it is in some protective film around it, so that's pretty nice. The Jackery 240 is actually very small in size, which is amazing. That's why it is the 240 Explorer Edition. It is very small in my palm of my hand. It's probably about the size of my hand, maybe a little larger. It's very nice. Weight-wise, it's probably, I don't know, 5 pounds or under. It has everything that it did say on the box: 2 USB ports, a AC adapter, and a DC input to charge it. You can charge this via your plug-in or your car charger. Before I get talking all about the Jackery, I'm going to go back and talk about these chargers real quick, because it did come in this fancy bag for both chargers. One charger is this one. This is your wall plug charger. And the second plug is your car charger. So again, they both take 6.5 hours to fully charge your Jackery, but it's kind of cool that they give you both of them, and this one even says Jackery and has a special little bit, so you won't be able to mistake this for a different car charger. It also has a very thick cable on both of them, look pretty reliable, like they're not gonna just break on you. It's also nice that it comes in a carrying case. Finally, the Jackery, back to it, we have 2 side vents. They're both orange, very bright orange, as well as our bottom foot pegs are rubber orange too, which makes it very easy to set it on a table and it doesn't move. I have moved a lot recently with the past 5 days with having this, and I've had it sitting on the counter without having any mounts or adhesive to stick it to the table, and it has done well. It hasn't moved at all, it hasn't fallen on the ground, which is crazy to me because, again, driving a van is like a moving earthquake, and it's pretty crazy. Turn on the display, you just click the display button, and it'll actually illuminate. And once it illuminates, it'll give you a battery life, your input watts, and your output watts. When I plug something into it, such as my phone that's filming this video right now, if I plug the charger into it, you'll see that it doesn't pull any watts as of right now. That is because I have to activate the entire little section with this green button here. I click this, and it'll illuminate green, also indicating now that it's pulling watts to charge my phone. I made another little clip in my vlog a couple of days ago about this O2 Cool fan that runs on 60 batteries. Unfortunately, the 60 batteries last about a day, maybe a night or 2 nights, with being on high or low. It doesn't matter really because it pulls about the same wattage, 5 watts less. So it still pulls all the juice out of the batteries pretty fast, and it's about $12 to replace the batteries. So if you wanted to go through $12 every 2 nights for a small fan, I wouldn't recommend it. But I do have this DC charger that does plug into the side. And with this being plugged into the Jackery, I can actually run this fan all night and just recharge it when I wake back up, so it's unlimited charge. And to turn this on, running this is pretty easy. It works flawless, and I'm able to now see how many watts my Jackery is pulling. So only 10 watts on low, and if I flip this fan on high, we can see that we're now running at 13 watts. The fan pulls a little bit more watts than my cell phone does when it's charging, so maybe that's why it wasn't reading just 7 watts, but it was reading earlier. I know the display is pretty accurate in watts, which I like a lot, because for someone that doesn't know watts, like me when I was learning just about a month ago, I've kind of started to develop a little bit more knowledge. But for someone that doesn't understand the concept of watts, to have a meter that tells you is just super, super helpful. So that's it for my Jackery 240 video. So far, it's been really well. I was able to run my TV and DVD player with built-in TV, DVD player combo, pulling 25 watts, and I could probably run that for around 3 or 4 hours. I haven't tested it yet, just because I haven't been willing to sacrifice my Jackery's battery yet. That's a test I'll probably do when I invest in solar power, because this is something that's really good for temporary power use. Unless you wanted to have your full van run off this, then I would probably buy the extension solar panel that comes with, or that you can go and buy separate for an extra, I think it's $180, maybe $200. But I want to buy a Renergy solar panel kit for my van, and once I get that, this will kind of be my backup power option. And then I can probably drain the juice on something crazy like that. Again, Jackery did not sponsor me for this video, and you guys are crazy for not, because I'm mad plugging you guys. I'm only going to tell you guys about the stuff that you guys should actually go out and buy, and that's worth looking into. If you guys go hunting or camping or anything, this is just a cool thing to have. Even if you guys want to go poolside and just charge your speakers, this is just a great thing to have, and it's pretty insignificant on price, especially in terms of power options. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeti's Truly video Jackery review here. And if you guys did, make sure you smash that like button down below. If you guys have any comments, concerns, or add-ons that you want to talk about the Jackery, comment them down below. Let's get a little chat going about such a great little item in the van life community.